Hey guys, now I'm going to show you how you can create new campaigns on our platform. So after you finish the onboarding session with Ava, she'll have taken you through creating your first campaign together. After that, there are two different ways that you can create campaigns on our platform. The first is by chatting with Ava. So if you go back to the chatting with Ava section, you can ask her to automatically create a campaign for you. This will be very similar to the onboarding flow that you had with her first. So she'll take you through different things like asking you about your target customer persona, and she will guide you through step by step and also ask you questions about your campaign pitch, your meeting calendar link, and other things that are necessary for her to start the campaign. So you'll see that if we go to the campaigns page now, she has created a new campaign for us targeting the UK only. But another way you can now create campaigns is by manually doing them yourself. So if you hit create campaign, you'll open up a fresh new campaign, which I'm going to title UK Outreach. And this is probably a lot faster way to do it once you've gotten the knack of what you need to create a campaign. So for example, I want to target the United Kingdom, and I only want to target VP of sales and sales managers, and I only want to target people in technology and software. The number of employees looks good. You can also further limit your target persona here by putting in keywords. So for example, if I only want to target people in the AI sector, I could do that. Or you can blacklist email domains of your competitors or current users, so you make sure that you don't send them any outbound messages. And then once you've done that, make sure you hit save changes. And then Ava's told me that my customer persona settings are too specific. So what I'll probably do is just remove that AI because I can actually target a lot of people in tech. And then after that, you can go to campaign pitch and you can put in your company website. All of this should look very familiar from your original onboarding session. And then for your company sales pitch, we would recommend keeping it very short and succinct because that is what Ava is going to be using in her emails to describe your company. And we want that to be as clear as possible. So for example, for us, we want to say we have created the world's first AI BDR Ava who can automatically find you leads, do lead research, and draft hyper-personalized emails for you. And then for features, I'm just going to do one as an example, but we want these to be as specific and unique as possible as well to make sure that your emails are compelling. So for example, for us, I'm going to put that Ava drafts you instant hyper-personalized emails. So what I can put for the description is Ava will draft you hundreds of personalized emails based on advanced web scraping to ensure that each cold email is compelling to your ICP. So I can save that and put that there. That's something that a lot of people do not offer. And then for pain point, we also want you to be as specific as possible with exactly what you help leads solve. So for us, for example, manual email personalization is time consuming, and then we can put most sales reps spend hundreds of hours on individually researching leads and drafting personalized emails. So that is a good example of a pain point. And then for proof points, this is something that we recommend to help you stand out from the crowd. So anything that you have done that is impressive, for example, if you've won any awards or been featured in any big media publications, or you have any really impressive performance metrics, we'd recommend putting those there. So for example, one of ours could be saving users 50% of their work hours. So we can say that Ava's automation has helped save our users, has helped, let's say, cut down our users' time on drafting on the outbound sales process by 50%. And then we can also put something like we have been featured in the BBC. Artisan has been featured in BBC Work Life, talking about our innovative ways of changing the future of work with AI. So those are just a few examples of how you can make a compelling pitch. And for each of these, we would recommend having at least 3 or 4 points for each one, for features, pain points, and proof points. Now, once all of that is done, you can save your changes and then move on to campaign outreach. So here I can pick the language I want to use, and Ava currently writes in over 40 different languages, so you can pick the one you want here. I'm going to stick to English, and then you can also go to your sender settings here and ensure that your custom signature is all done. And you can pick whatever you want to include. If you don't want to include your website, you can unselect that. Phone number, you can unselect. So that is all in your account settings. Now you can go back to campaigns and go back to your campaign outreach here, and then put in your calendar meeting link, your tone of voice, and then you can select what playbooks you want to use. Playbooks are different styles of email outreach that you can use. So we have our classic one, which is just compliment, relate, and sell. We've also created a few other ones like Uno Reverse, where you ask the lead an engaging question and engage them in a discussion before you sell them anything, and Ultra Human, which deliberately writes in a very human way with occasional typos and grammatical errors, just to show that it is a human behind the scenes. And we're also working on lots more, so do stay tuned. And then here as well, you can use email templates for ultimate customization. But that's it. Once you're done with all of that, you can go back to the campaigns page and set that to active, and then Ava will start automatically populating leads for you. And then in the pending approvals page, you can also see what email is for which campaign. And that's everything.